In this tutorial, I'm going to walk you through how I created this orbiting liquid animation around text in After Effects. I'm going to break this down into these 3 steps. This is aimed at an intermediate skill level, so you'll need to know your way around this software. It's also going to be helpful if you have some experience with expressions. Let's jump into it. First thing I want to do is create my circle. So I'm going to go up the top here and grab this rectangle tool and just drag out a thin little rectangle from one side to the other. I don't want my rectangle to be just a boring rectangle. I want to add some kind of holes and stuff into it. So I'm going to go to Effects and Presets and type in CC Burn and drop this onto my shape layer. And with this effect, you can just drag it up. The higher it goes, the more kind of burns are in it, and you can just adjust the random seed to get it a little bit of a different look. Once you're happy with your kind of texture on it, go ahead, right click your layer and pre-compose and name it. Move all attributes and press OK. Now you'll notice that my composition is 6 seconds long, and I want to actually make this circle longer than that. So I'm just going to jump inside and go to composition settings and change this to 20 and press OK. It doesn't have to be this exact numbers, you know, you're going to have a different composition, but just make it longer, right? And I'll explain why in a little while. So I'm going to go back to my tutorial composition, and now I'm going to turn this into an actual circle. So I'm going to go to Effects and Presets and type in CC Cylinder, grab this effect and drop it onto my circle. I want my circle big enough to wrap around this, so I'm going to just drag this right up to 253, and if I just adjust this rotation just quickly, you'll see that we can see this circle in its entirety. So this is over here. If you see this render property, if I change this to outside, we would just see the outside of it, and if I changed it to inside, we can just see the inside of it. So I'm going to change this to outside so I can just see the front, and then I'm going to Control D, and on this layer I'm going to change it to inside. So it appears to be a full circle, but we are working on 2 separate layers. So I'm just going to drag this up a little bit. About there is fine, and I can just adjust these rotation properties of the circles themselves, but I need to do it on both layers so that they kind of match up. And you'll notice that it's static right now and I want it to be spinning, so I can just adjust this rotation. So I'm just going to make sure I'm at the beginning and just put a little keyframe in here, and I'll just drag it out slightly, and I'm going to drag it all the way up. About there is fine. So now you can see I've got some movement on it. I'm actually just going to press U on my layer and just copy these keyframes, and I'm going to put them on this layer. So I will put it on this Y property of the cylinder and press V. So now it's spinning around quite nicely, and I want it to just keep going round. I'm not going to add keyframes manually, so I'm just going to hold down Alt on this rotation, and I'm going to type loop out. It is case sensitive, so I'll do the same on this Y rotation as well. So now when I press play, it's just going to go round and round and round right to the end of the composition. You will remember as well my actual animation, it was rotating, so I'm just going to quickly set that up on here as well. I'll just press R, and I'm going to have it swinging from one side to the other. So I'm just going to add a keyframe, and I'll go to here and just go back the other way, about the same. And then I just want it to kind of in the middle go back to center. So now when I press play, it's bopping along that way. I'm just going to add another expression to keep that going as well. So I'll just press Alt on here and type loop out, but inside here I'm just going to add ping pong, and I will do the same on this rotation property. And when I press play, it's just going to rotate back and forth. Cool, so that's actually starting to look pretty nicely like it's rotating around. You can tell though I do have one issue, and that it is not behind the text. So on my inside layer, this one that would be behind, I'm just going to go to Track Matte and select the text source. And I'm going to make sure where it says Alpha Max selected, the next box over, I'm going to select Click to invert the matte, and then all I need to do is make sure my text is on, and there it is behind the text. Okay, this is looking pretty good. Now I'm just going to kind of create that liquid effect. So I'm going to go to effects and presets and type in CC Mr. and I'm going to grab this Mr. Mercury and drop it onto my layer, and I'm going to just make some changes and just come back to you and talk about what I've adjusted. Now you'll notice it's disappeared. The thing with Mr. Mercury is it kind of takes a little while to start up. So if I press play, you'll see it's kind of like going crazy with the effects. But if I drag it out to about here, it's kind of settled down a bit. So that is why I got you to extend your shape layer. I'm going to drag this back to the beginning. About there will do. And I'm going to drag it up to the end. So I press play, it's come up to the end. But I think the problem that is with this rotation that we're seeing is I've not adjusted the location of this other comp. So I'm just going to undo that movement. And I'm just going to copy my effect, drop it onto this layer, and I'll just drag both of them out at the same time. Yeah, so now they're moving together as one. Alright, Mr. Mercury, what has changed? I adjusted the X, I adjusted the Y, I adjusted the velocity, I brought the birth rate way up, I changed the animation to twirl, and I changed the influence map to constant blobs. So yeah, so that's what you are going to get. You really just need to put it on your layer and just experiment to learn what everything does. This is looking good, it's looking liquidy but also a little bit boring. I want some color on here, so I'm going to go to effects and presets and type in 4, and I'm going to grab this 4 color gradient, and I'm just going to go through and adjust these slightly. Yeah, so these are the colors I've ended up with, and I'm just going to copy this and put it onto this layer as well. And I just want to add one more thing to this to kind of give it a kind of wavy liquid vibe, and that's just turbulent displace. Turbulent displace, drop it onto my layer. I am not going to even adjust these, but I am going to add an expression. Hold down Alt on here, and I'm going to type time times 100, and that's just going to add some constant movement to that. And again, I'm going to press Ctrl C and drop this onto my second circle. Just added a little bit more wave to it. So to add some variety, I've doubled up the layers, so I've just duplicated them and just changed things slightly. On this one I've got a fill. I think I adjusted some of the Mr. Mercury, and I've done the same on this one. And just to kind of make it offset slightly, I'm just going to move it over a frame. If I do too much, it's going to throw out the animation. And this is the final animation that you saw on the thumbnail. So all that's different on this one is I've duplicated it, obviously changed the position of these circles down below, and I did add just one more, and it's this background liquid. So on the inside it just looks like this. I've done the exact same, added a CC burn to it, and on this composition I've added a 4 color gradient and added this Mr. Mercury, and it's just creating these effects, these little blobs flying off to just look like it's got more variety flying off of these circles. Also, I've just added in a grey background and a add grain, and yeah, there you have it.